What's going on? It's your boy Coach. This is day 50. I was supposed to weigh in this morning, get pictures. Wasn't able to do that, so I'm going to do that first thing tomorrow morning and see how it's coming along. But yeah, generally at this point, this is if I'm going to make a drastic change, which I am. I'm going to show some of those things I do to just sort of dehydrate, make the body look a little more. It's all for aesthetics, really a cut or a transformation. I guess that's kind of what we're after, but in long-term dieting, none of this is actually very applicable. This would be good for like a photo shoot, or you want to look good for a day, or your best, or what most people consider again a slimmer version. I don't necessarily think this is a healthy thing to do. It's just something that really shows dramatic change. Some of these things or techniques I'll do, it'll be in next week's video, are going to be very drastic. So we'll get into that once we hit that point. But yeah, overall this week's going to be a little tougher. I'm going to be reducing the calories just a little bit because my calories were a little bit higher last week. At the same time, it's also very active. So still have my deficit, still have that in check. So I'm happy there. But yeah, this week I do want to bring my calories down a little bit. Actually got a curveball. We're going to be doing a family vacation right around my transformation pictures and weigh-in, so I might have to do that just a little bit earlier than I was expected, but that's okay. This is going to be a longer journey than just that 8 weeks. We're going all the way to at least 90 days. I may go longer, I'm not sure. So yeah, for today's tip, I guess that's kind of what I want to bring to the table is goal setting. And so there's this thing I was told many years called SMART goals. If you haven't heard of it, it was something that is some specific, measurable, achievable. R is realistic, and T is time-based. So something I've learned that just because we set goals, and COVID was a great kind of piece to this, our goals sometimes have to change, and that's okay. Really, I'm more goal-based. It's how I'm, I guess, more wired to be, goal-driven, but really, when you have others in your life that kind of depend on you, or in these relationships where we have this two-part, piece to do, sometimes we have to change those things, and that's okay. And so my goal originally was to do, this 90 days, and if I change a little bit, that's okay. I'm not on a deadline. If you're on an exact deadline, just know that it's okay that you can change it or have sub-goals within goals. But yeah, this is something that maybe I'll get into a little deeper down the road, because once you hit a goal, you kind of expect like, hey, I hit the goal, I'm going to feel amazing, and it's great when you hit it, but then you wake up the next day like, okay, what's next? And so that's what you have to kind of consider in this long journey. If you're looking for long-term weight loss and to sustain that weight or keep it off and maintain, you're going to have to be thinking after the fact, and that's something that I think is often overlooked. We get to a specific point, and I've done this, and then we don't know what's next. And if you've been starving for a long time, immediately the response of hunger is going to come and try and set you back, especially if you lost the weight too fast. So yeah, I'm going to end there. I'm on just a ramble tangent, but yeah, let's get into maybe some more of the psychology of weight loss in general this week. So I'm going to end it there, and we'll see you tomorrow.